a question I got today. Rush. Hillary Clinton's in trouble, Rush. I mean, she's under 50% in the polls. She's coughing phlegm up all the time now. She's got health problems relating to her concussion. And now this coughing spasm due to the thyroid. I mean, she just looks horrible out there. She has no energy. Some 82-year-old guy, 75, whatever is Bernie Sanders, however old he is, he's running rings around her. Why aren't the Democrat establishment guys paranoid, like the Republican establishment guys are? Why is this, Rush? I mean, these are the kind of questions that I, your beloved host, get all the time. Why, Rush? Why is the Democrat? Why is there no panic on the Democrats? There's all kinds of panic on the Republican side over Trump. Why is there no panic on the Democrat side? I think because on the Democrat side, the game's rigged. I've thought from day one Bernie Sanders isn't going to win this. And I'm using intelligence guided by experience. How many times in the last 27 years, and that's the length of time I've been doing this program, how many times have we thought, have we been told, has it been suggested to us that we've got the Clintons now? How many times have we been told, this is it for Hillary, man, this is it for Bill? It's too many to count. And it's never been right. Now, supposedly Hillary's in deep doo-doo over the emails and the server and all of the FBI people investigating her. And the data is in, and it's unsurvivable, they say. But yet, there she is. She's still out there coughing up phlegm. She's still looking like Miss Havisham. Well, a chubby Miss Havisham left at the altar. She's still looking sick, unenergetic. Did you watch any of that thing last night? See, that's another thing. I'm fighting depression today, folks, because I had to watch it. I had to watch this last night, and I endeavored to, and we've got lots of sound bites on it, and I think we found evidence that the whole thing was set up. We found evidence, at least, that the questions were prepared for the people who asked them. In other words, I don't think any or very few of the questions any of those people got were actual questions dreamed up by the people who asked them. And the giveaway is one guy asking a question slipped up. Grab it. Audio soundbite number 4. Chris Cuomo, who, this was such an odd format. Like, these guys go out separately. It's a town hall. And Bernie Sanders was first with Chris Cuomo, and it was funny as can be. Chris Cuomo, even when Bernie Sanders was doing everything he could to defend Hillary Clinton. So crazy Bernie's out there answering his questions, promising a tax increase, promising free Medicare, promising this everything for everybody. And then after that, Martin O'Malley came out. And Martin O'Malley was number 2, and he was by himself. And the biggest reaction to Martin O'Malley was when he took off his jacket and was, I guess, they were just waiting for him to take off his shirt. The point is, that was it. That was the total level of excitement for O'Malley was when he took off his jacket. Then Hillary bringing up the rear, she came out last. And I almost had to turn the mute on because of that cackling laugh. For the first 10 minutes, that's all she did. Whenever anybody said anything to me, well, it drove me absolutely nuts. But I endeavored to sit through it. Now, here is the soundbite. It was at Drake University in Iowa. And the moderator is Chris Cuomo introduces a member of the audience named Brett Rosengren. And his purpose is to stand up there and ask a question of Mrs. Clinton. Listen carefully.
Brett Rosengren, he's from Logan, Iowa, is going to school, works as a supervisor for a janitorial company, says he's undecided, has a question.
Great.
Secretary Clinton,
it's
sorry.
Okay.
I can see why they gave you this question. I just wanted to know which of our previous presidents has inspired you most and why.
Okay, did you hear what this guy, Brett Rosengren? I can see why they gave you this question. This guy is sitting there. Who knows if he's even there legitimate? Might he bust this guy in? Who knows? The whole thing could have been totally staged. with CNN's cooperation. But this guy stands up, Secretary Sanders, oops. Laughter starts. Mrs. Clinton says, it's okay. And then Rosengren says, I can see why they gave you this question. I just want to know which of our previous presidents isn't. What kind of... Nobody asks a question like that. No serious voter gives a rat's rear end a question like that 1 week away from the Hawkeye Caucus. Could you tell me which previous president has inspired you the most? And the guy blows it by saying, I can see why they gave you this question, which means he was handed the question. So anyway, I watched this whole thing, and we've got appropriate audio sound bites coming from it. And it's not that I want to torture you, but we have spent a lot of time talking about the Republican side. And it is interesting as well what's going on over there on the Democrat side. So let's take a brief time out. We'll take a quick pause, come back, and continue full speed ahead right after this.